Welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first are some UFOs that were filmed from a plane flying over Atlanta, Georgia in 2013. Also have this video from Reddit of a stewardess on a flight over Spain in 2023 who filmed this object here, a motionless object. And then let's see, this is a video. Again, this is an old, from a VHS video, kind of hard to see, but apparently it shows what's known as the Fresno Nightcrawler, some strange, weird-shaped creature. And, if you do any research on this, they actually have some sculptures made out of tree limbs representing this supposed being. Now, again, I have no idea whether or not this is authentic or valid, but we can take a look at that. And let's see, this is a kind of a long video, 6 minutes, 50 seconds of what the people that filmed it are claiming is a Bigfoot. They were at this campsite and they came across, what looked like some kind of a structure here. They were here at this campsite. They came across this structure that, again, they're claiming it was made by a Bigfoot, but I don't know how they determined that. Oh yeah, I think because of all the branches that were used to make this thing were snapped off as opposed to cut off with a saw. But while they're filming this, they look up into the mountains and let's see, they claim, this thing here is a Bigfoot coming down. But in the end, they ended up, here's the creature here. They ended up sleeping here, and they woke up in the morning, like nothing. Like everything is normal, but we'll take a look at that. Also have this last is this article from breakingnewsstreams.com talking about a document released by the AARO office, and they're saying that it hints at alien technology through subtle messages. But this is the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office's website, and if you go down here at the bottom, here's AARO Mission Overview. If you go to that page, I believe this is what they're talking about. This little image, these quarter images here, this here, and which are, they're saying that it's some kind of, let's see, here. It's revealed that this image is a stock photo labeled alien technology in a metallic ball. And again, I have no idea how valid that is, but we'll take a look at that. So, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a like. Please share this video, and more importantly, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's go to this first video here. It says UFO film from airplane over Atlanta, Georgia, USA on 6/2/2013. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, initially I was going to say these could be like reflection of lights inside the plane, but I noticed that as the plane was like, bouncing or moving up and down, some of these weren't moving in the same direction. So I do believe these objects are outside of the window. Anyways, that's as much as I want to play. That links will be in the description. And here's another one from Reddit. Motionless UFO UAP filmed by a flight stewardess over Spain, August 27, 2023. And that's it. So just a quick 7-second video. Let me play that again. Yeah, you can see this thing is reflecting sunlight. Anyways, that's that. Let's see. I also have this video here of this thing called a Nightcrawler. Now, this is one of those videos I've played before, but if you're new, you may not have seen this. So let me just scoot this back a little bit. Again, this is an old VHS. It's probably taken from the 1980s or something like that. Emboss effect and inverse to raise details of the figure. Please take note, if there was a string holding up the figure, it would show up with enhancements. Yeah, this is the embossed. Yeah, see what they're saying is if there was some kind of string attached to this, you would actually see it. Now, there's a longer version of this where there's a second creature that also moves across the screen. And like I said, you know, if you do a Google search on the Fresno Nightcrawler, you'll see that in certain areas of Fresno, they have these sculptures that are made from like Y-shaped branches, you know, that are just sculpted into what is supposed to symbolize these creatures. Anyways, that's that. Again, like I said, you know, this is a family that they're here camping, and they come across what they claim is a structure made by Bigfoot.
There's a pile of a brush here, and as we look inside, we find out that something. Brad, let me climb out there and let me get a look into this thing. Let me walk around it a little bit. First of all, some kind of creature has taken and piled tons and tons of leaves and branches to either camouflage or make a place to hide. We notice claw marks as we look at the trees and stuff. Then we come around, we spin in here, and we see how whatever it is has been all smoothed out.
Hey, let me just jump ahead. So as they're checking this out, you know, and they're claiming, right, that it was made by Bigfoot only because, yeah, these branches were torn off as opposed to cut with a saw. Yeah, and then they see something up on a ridge. Now let me jump up here, and now they're gonna zoom in on this thing again. Now, I'm gonna assume, I don't know, you know, how they were able to tell that this was actually a Bigfoot as opposed to just somebody walking around up there.
No, it stopped and looking at us.
It's kind of looking at us.
This guy right here.
Moving now.
The tree is. It's to the right of him. They're just walking that way. Okay. See that king's castle? Yeah.
He's that kind of little thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the right side of the tree.
Kind of small, but this is a far way away.
I don't see nothing. Seriously.
On the ridge.
Right on the ridge.
Almost to those trees.
It's coming down this way. See the patch of snow in the middle there? There's 3 patches of snow up there. See the one right up, straight up above the patch of snow? Right under that big wall. Yeah. The bigger patch of the 3 patches of snow. Over here? Yeah. He's walking. That's right on the ledge. See, he's just.
Again, and they also claim that this guy, or this being here, is like mad that they're at his campsite. I don't know how they were able to determine that, but you know, in the end, they wake up and they're still at the area.
Well, here we are. It's Wednesday morning. We've seen no sign of our visitor. Looks like Bigfoot has decided to take another path.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Link will be in the description. Now, last is this article here about the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office's website. And they're saying, let's see. The Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the U.S. government's most recent initiative to investigate unidentified flying objects, recently released its own new website and may have dropped some veiled hints in the process. As reported by The Hill, the website launch was largely routine, but a seemingly benign image caught the attention of those keen on details. The document outlining the office's missions contains an intriguing image, a metallic sphere divided into quarters. For the casual viewer, this symbol might appear insignificant, but upon further examination, it's revealed that this image is a stock photo labeled alien technology in a metallic ball. According to The Hill, this detail raises questions that go beyond simple creative choices for a website. So anyways, if you go to the website here, this is the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office's website. You can see the link here, AARO.military. And if you go down to the bottom where it says here, AARO Mission Overview, you click that. It's actually a PDF document. And you know, I was looking for these, right, a sphere divided into quarters, and I believe that's what this is in the corner, because it is, you know, divided into quarters. That's that there. Yeah, so they're saying that this is some type of alien technology. But that's about it. Yeah, now like I said, you know, I'm not going to put the link to these. You'll have to, yeah, you can just, you know, I'll put the link to this page here, breaking news. And like I said, if you go to this link here, new website, it's going to take you to here. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, under About Us, right, there's education resources, congressional reports and briefings. But then, you know, About Us, you get this link here, AARO Mission Overview. You click that. Takes you to this PDF. And that's where you'll find this image if you want to check that out. But anyways, thank you so much for making it to the end. As I said, if you appreciate the time and effort that I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a like. Please share this video. And more importantly, please subscribe. It'll really help me out. Until next time, take care.